Dear students and colleagues, today I want to talk about artificial intelligence. As you're well aware, artificial intelligence has been permeating our lives more and more, regardless of whichever sector that we may be in. In the education sector, where I'm in as a professor and who I've been as a teacher for like 30 plus years, now AI has become an important component of teaching and education as well. We will look at the industry. We also see in industrial companies that a lot of workers are in fear of rather losing their jobs to AI, especially when we look at white collar workers, analysts, people who do coding, people who do analysis using Excel sheets, people who prepare reports. We are seeing a trend where some of these tasks are being handed out to artificial intelligence. So, rightfully so, a lot of people across the world in multiple countries are talking about what happens if AI permeates fully. And will this be a collapse of the economy? Will this be a collapse of all the jobs? Will this be a collapse of the civilization? A lot of doom and gloom news is being said all across the world. Like, for example, just yesterday I was watching Senator Bernie Sanders of the United States Senate. He has taken an interest in this particular topic, and he had a very detailed explanation in his Senate speech as well as in his YouTube speech that artificial intelligence will replace most of the white collar workers in the United States of America. Uh, well, my view on this is a bit different because artificial intelligence is, yes, important. It can act as a second brain. I mean, let's be clear, artificial intelligence is not true intelligence. Today, I can tell this with clarity. I've been working with artificial intelligence since 1980s using Lisp language before even people knew what artificial intelligence was. I can tell very clearly that your cat or your dog at your home is probably more intelligent than the most highly performing artificial intelligence that you have today. Because the way artificial intelligence works, the algorithms are predictive algorithms. Of course, there's a machine learning algorithm inside, and they kind of based upon the information that's being fed to them. They are learned to recognize certain patterns. They are learned to recognize certain algorithms and to act upon this recognition. And obviously, they can store a large number of data depending upon the amount of hardware available to them. But it must be said that very clearly, when it comes to their powers of reasoning, it's nothing more than an algorithm. It's nothing more than a language model that actually gives them a certain parameters to work with. And because they can do millions of calculations, they can look at different permutations and combinations of a situation and present you with one which has the statistical probability of being right. But that's in no way true thinking. True thinking doesn't work that way. Our brains, our neurons are smarter than the most smartest computers available in the world. Please don't mistake automation or fast calculation, fast computation as being intelligent. Yes, they can do calculations very fast, they can compile reports very fast, they can do analysis very fast, but this is happening because of the computational power available to computers. And most of these analysis reports, etc., could have been done even without these existing artificial intelligence protocols. So it's more of a hardware power rather than a software power, and the software power is nothing more than predictive algorithms. People are working on it. People are hopeful that one day a true artificial intelligence will be reached. As you know, there's something called the Turing Test. Turing Test says that if you're sitting in front of a keyboard and a monitor and you're chatting with your keyboard and with your monitor, and if you're not sure whether you're chatting with a human being or a machine, then it is said that this is true artificial intelligence. And yes, that if a true artificial intelligence passes the Turing test, that means you are not able to understand at all that you're chatting with a computer but not with a human being. Then it is said that this artificial intelligence has passed the Turing test. I myself volunteered to take the Turing test many times. I tried it with the latest versions of different artificial intelligence available, including If we look at the textual ones like Grok, like ChatGPT, like Gemini, of course, I'm a professional, and it may be a different result for a normal person who's not trained in this. But as a professional, I can tell that in these official tests I partook, that none of them even come close to beating the Turing test. It's like I mean, at least for me, they don't stand a chance, not even 1% chance that I won't be able to understand that it's a artificial chat. So, and there are many more experts, much better than me, who work on this, and I'm sure they're also not tricked into thinking that they are able to speak with a human while they're actually speaking with a computer. So, from that perspective, I highly doubt that Turing tests will be passed by any artificial intelligence protocol anytime in the near future. Yes, artificial intelligence will become very fast. Yes, artificial intelligence will be able to automate most of the work, so that making it easier for people to get reports, especially in the education sector. If we use artificial intelligence properly, maybe integrating as part of curriculum, I think we can teach our students how to adapt to the world of artificial intelligence and how to use it to make their work become more efficient and more fast. I'm totally for that, and it should be that way, because we can't stand in the way of change. Change is happening whether we like it or not. But we have to understand the change. We should not fear the change. We should understand that it can benefit us if used properly. And there are many ways to making this happen. I myself, as a professor, integrate artificial intelligence into my curriculum whenever I teach any subject. As you know, I'm a rocket scientist. I'm an aerospace engineer as well as a nuclear engineer. And I can program in 8 different programming languages. And I have been using artificial intelligence quite actively, both for testing purposes as well as part of my professional life. Um, I can tell right now it is no way artificial intelligence. I don't expect in the next few years, at least till 2030, I don't expect any breakthrough at all. They will become faster. They will be able to hold more memory. They will be able to do faster rate of computations, but it will not become intelligent. Your cat will still be more intelligent than artificial intelligence, so to speak. Uh, of course, there are also those who approach me and say, Professor, like I'm able to use artificial intelligence very good in, for example, programming, Claude. I say, okay, then I give them few tasks. I said, you please go do this in Claude. But I word the tasks in such a way that the artificial intelligence gets stuck, and usually the code that comes out is not efficient at all. I mean, if my student gives me that in an exam, I will fail him because, or her, because you can easily tell the work of artificial intelligence. And while they are good in automating things, you really have to have that human touch to make that code really work in the way it's intended to be. Even in terms of cybersecurity, I have given some tasks to my students to test artificial intelligence capabilities to see how they can create a better cyber secure situation for a certain system. And even with the best of help from cybersecurity, it was still the human intuition that created a better security foundation. Of course, I'm not saying artificial intelligence cannot be very, very efficient. They are, and they're going to become even more efficient. And again, I am telling, as professors, we have to make sure we integrate it into curriculum all across the world so that everybody who's studying understands what truly artificial intelligence is, and also understands the tools and the know-how to make sure how that artificial intelligence can be used in their daily work when they graduate. Uh, I don't think artificial intelligence in the near future is going to be able to replace that many jobs. It will replace some jobs, but remember, for every job it replaces, it will probably open up a new job. Even now, there are people who know how to actively use AI in a concept called prompt engineering, and they're able to get quite a good jobs because of this concept. So I don't expect a huge loss of jobs. And remember, as our economy across the world moves forward, as academia moves forward, education and science and technology moves forward, there'll be new sectors and new business opportunities coming up for companies which can utilize these changes by artificial intelligence to create new job roles and new definitions for people. So I'm not that uh, I'm not feeling that disadvantaged against artificial intelligence. I'm glad it is there. and I'm ready to help you in your journey to make sure that you can make artificial intelligence become an important part of your career, an important part of your daily life. So in that way, I don't accept what Senator Bernie Sanders has told, and I think that a better world waits for us with the right education and with the right training. Thank you.